Hey guys, basically I'm back here and I've been thinking about making a video about talking about this for a while, but just never knew when the right time was to make it, but I just thought, I think I'll just talk about this now cuz some things are gonna be not very different, I guess I should say. I like just different, I guess. So obviously you noticed how over a month ago since the season finale a month ago since the season finale to Life of No Nightmare. Now, let me ask you. Now, let me ask you this: how long do you think it usually takes me to get my movies out after I end, the season or whatever? Like for season two, getting Lullaby Conjure Spirits out, or no, not Lullaby Conjure Spirits, Lullaby One Last Night. Get the names mixed up, but after the season two finale, how long do you think it took until Lullaby One Last Night came out, or to make it? I guess. Well, it really did not take that long. At least 11 days at max, which is around like 2 weeks. It's been a month, and yet there's no new things on Conjure the Spirits or Lullaby 3, whatever you want to prefer it. There's been nothing, and I will say to the people who are wanting more, or at least wanting something from me, I will personally say I am sorry that I'm not giving you guys that much besides progress on movie's length or how much has been edited or filmed. Which, if you guys haven't seen my community posts, which I recommend that you should if you've been begging or if you've been, wondering or just wanting some news of Fall by Conjure Spirits, just check my community post because that's where I'm going to post most of the updates. I'm just making a video here, mainly because obviously not everyone's going to see the community post, and I barely get any likes on it, so it only, tells me a lot. But, about 40-something minutes, I don't remember, I'd have to check, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Over 40 minutes of, Lullaby Conjure Spirits is filmed and edited, which seems like a good sign. We're almost at the 1 hour mark. But let me tell you guys, there is so much I'm wanting to pack into this movie, and I'm wanting to try and make it good. Not like Lullaby One Last Night. Now, I think I should just make it clear if I haven't already. I'm not too of a big fan of Lullaby One Last Night. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I feel like I could have done a lot better, mainly with time. I felt like it was way too long, and this movie, Conjure Spirits, is probably gonna be long as well, but at least I think it will be the same length as basically the Basically on movie 2, or at least somewhat around the same length, at least 3 hours at max. That's what I'm hoping for, because with all the stuff I'm putting in, I'll be surprised if this is 2 hours and 50 minutes. I thought I would think it's gonna be a lot more, and I think that is the main problem, guys. One of the main problems, I guess I should say, that I'm wanting to pack in a lot for this movie, just so I could make it as perfect as I possibly can. At least to the point where, I can make a very good movie, where it comes in plot, effects, and overall storytelling. You know. Actually, I think plot and storytelling are practically synonyms, but it doesn't matter. I'm wanting to do a lot for the movie. But another problem I'm having is deciding how I'm going to make it all fit together. And it's been a constant thing on my mind. And it's especially been a constant thing on my mind when I've been asking myself, wondering in my head, after I get done, filming and editing a part, because, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but usually nowadays when I get, in the process of making a movie, I usually film and edit one section of the movie and upload it privately to YouTube, obviously so you guys don't see it. And I just screen record all the parts and put it all together. That's how I do it. If you're wanting to do it like that, then I just told you. But but more on topic, when I film and edit that part and post it on YouTube, the only thing I could think of is what the hell am I going to do for the next part? And I don't mean that as in what am I what am I supposed to do? I'm not, things for Lullaby Conjure Spirits are going very differently. It's not just going to be I make it up as long as I go. along as I go. Like, I've done that so many times, but I really want to make this movie as well as it can be. Like, genuinely, like, really want to make this movie good for the people, for you guys, obviously. But, like, okay, let me just get back on track. Obviously, I'm not really conflicted on what am I supposed to film next. I'm conflicted on that, but also not. Like, let me explain. So you see, I know how the movie's gonna end and how everything's gonna line up. I just don't know how to escalate the plot further after the next part. So like, let's say I film a part for the movie. I don't know how I'm gonna film the next part and have it tie in with every other plot detail. Like, that's the hardest part about a movie, guys. You should know that if you've ever made it. If you ever made a movie, or if you ever try to, like, if you're just going in out of the blue, making it up as long as you go, not saying it will generally turn out bad, because there's been other creators, I guess that includes myself, that have done the same thing and they've turned out pretty good. But if you're wanting your movie, like, near perfect, as I'm wanting it, you're gonna have to focus on the plot way ahead before you even start, even before you begin production, like, honestly. And it also doesn't help that the editing takes forever. Like, if it, okay, I guess it really depends on, like, what you're wanting to do. If your movie is not gonna have that many effects, then your movie is gonna be nearly easy as pie, or whatever. I don't know why I use that term, but whatever. It's gonna be not as painful to edit. The only thing you would really have to do is, like, put music in and maybe like a few tiny, one or two effects in there just to keep the viewer's attention. But that's only if you're caring about the viewer's attention. The problem with Lullaby One Last Night, may I remind you, is keeping the viewer's attention. 4 hours, which, if you guys were able to watch Lullaby One Last Night and actually, keep your interest in, then a gold star to you, because I've rewatched it recently, not the whole thing, obviously, and there's a reason why I haven't rewatched it. There's a reason why I haven't rewatched the whole thing. Mainly because 4 hours is a goddamn long time. And may I remind you, I don't know who has the attention span for that. I don't know who has as much time in their day to pay attention to that. So that's why I'm like, nowadays, especially with the Basic Island movie 2, that's why there were so many effects and, like, special features or whatever. And, some scenes weren't as extended or long as I would have made them originally, back in the day. Like, I'm mainly focusing on effects right now, and, I'm still doing that for Conjure Spirits, and that's kind of what's also taking a while. The effects I'm wanting to do, the effects I'm doing, take a very long time to process through and, go through and, just place it in and edit, green screen effects. It's a whole rabbit hole, guys. I'm just telling you. If you're wanting to do that for your movie, I'll just say, it's not gonna be fun. Really not. But then again, I'm always proud of the result. Okay, but let me explain as to one of the main reasons why Lullaby Conjuring Spirits has taken forever. We are in October, obviously. What's in October? Not the FNAF movie, even though, I'm excited for that. No, school. Throughout August to May, I have school. Everyone does. Everyone that's in, school. You know this. I mean, why am I explaining to you? Guys, it should be obvious, and I've said it before, school is the most painful thing to mess up your YouTube career if you're like doing so as I am right now. Like, if you're actually making somewhat of a living off this site, off your channel, then I'm just telling you, school is going to be the biggest pain in your ass to deal with while doing this. And, like, the problem isn't necessarily school. Well, I mean, I guess it should. Wait, that doesn't make sense. No, the problem is school, but not necessarily like what you do in school. It's how you feel after you're done with school. After I get done with school now, like when I get done with school now, I feel drained as hell. I am telling you guys. When I get home, I sit on this bed and do almost nothing but watch TV and play games. That's all I do now, and that's a problem because I obviously have to work on this movie. And if I don't work on it, then I'm gonna have to be, making filler videos or whatever. Sorry if you guys hear background noises. I'm not gonna bother putting music. This is like, also literally all of this is just, a draft of it or whatever. Like, this video has no music, no intro, no outro. This is it. This is what you're seeing. But anyways, yeah. Like, what was I thinking? Okay, anyways, back to main topic. Yeah, making filler videos. Let me just tell you, it is not the easiest thing if your mind is not as creative. Now, I'm not saying I don't have a creative mind, because if I didn't have a creative mind, I wouldn't have been able to create the story I'm going with right now. Obviously, all of us have our own creative minds, but, like, I mean, like, real creative. Like, every video you want to upload, you think out the back of your goddamn skull. I am having a hard time doing that, because it feels like I'm making the same video every day. And that's not really the problem. Like, making the same video, like, and I'm more or less talking about my reviews, if I'm being completely honest. Like, that's the thing. I'm only doing reviews now because that's the things that give me well enough of, attention on YouTube. But there's another problem. Like, if you keep this on for too long, then people are going to get bored and tired of it. And by the time you are done with all the constant uploads of reviews or whatever, people are already going to be gone. So that's kind of why I've also made this video now, because I feel like everybody, if anybody watching this video is having that idea, I just want to let you know, guys, I really don't necessarily want to make the reviews constantly. I never want to do that, but I can't really do much else, seeing as how, obviously, Willie and Friends, that series ended. I'm only doing season 1, which people ask you for more, please stop. And then there's the Mario series, which I actually have fun doing, but then again, it also deals with the same problem with editing. And also the fact that it didn't, like, the last episode did not do well at all, and I'm kind of sad about that, because I really did put a lot of effort into that video, and I really liked it a lot. So, if you guys haven't watched that video, please just watch it. I actually really like the video, please. But, it's just a hard thing. Like, if you're gonna constantly make this filler content, some of it can do well. Like my FNAF movie trailer, like, compilation or whatever. Like, Jesus Christ, that has so many views. If you you can just check for yourself, because all of this is all kind of drafted, besides the cut, but, just all of that. Making filler content is obviously going to get boring. People are not going to care for it, and they're going to be wanting what I've been preparing, or what you've been preparing. And when you can't deliver it in the time that they want, then they're just gonna, dip and move on to another channel. Which, not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, because we all move on from things, but I really just want you guys to know I am doing my best, my hardest. Like, literally, a majority of my time I spend, like, making content for this channel now. That's what I spend, like, 60-70% of my time with. Others with, like, hanging out with friends, watching TV, just my personal life. But 70 to 60% of it is making content for this channel. At least, that's how I say. So, that's how I think it, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's just what I kind of wanted to talk about, and why Lullaby Conjure Spirits has not been out by now. Honestly, I won't be surprised if this movie comes out by the end of the month. Like, I know I said that, like, for September. I'm pretty sure I did. If it doesn't come out by this month, then it's officially going to be the longest I've ever spent working on a movie. Which, honestly, is probably the minimum amount of time I should be spending on, like, making a movie, really thinking about it, but, I just get things done quickly, just so people won't have to wait as long, but for this, it's very, very different, I am telling you. But yeah, guys, anyways, that is going to be it for this little video. Please, if you're thinking about leaving this channel, don't. I promise you, I will try my very best. And when you get review videos, that's just how it's going to be. You're going to get these review videos, because that's all I can really put out that you guys will care about. Because obviously, the Mario Plus series, I'm not too confident in that anymore after our last episode. I will still continue it, but I'm not too confident in the views. But, until Season 4 comes out, you will still see reviews on this channel for, like, daily uploads. Not daily uploads, forget I said that. Okay, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you understand, please just do. Or if you don't understand, please just do. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just tired. I just really am tired. See, this is my point. School drains me so much that I am so tired when I even get done filming. That's ridiculous. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, I am gonna make part 2 of the FNAF movie custom plushies soon, very soon, probably tomorrow at least, or depending on when this video gets out, but I don't know. Goodbye, guys. Oh!